All right. Hey, happy weekend, everybody. How are y'all doing? We're back with some trails in the sky. And I have some good news. I actually did a little bit of money making, a little bit of preparation since the last time. So when we went to that town last time, the ravine town, we were able to pick up a recipe, and that was for the pull it up here real quick. Whoops. That was the apple ice cream. And all of these ingredients can be found inside of the marketplace in Bose. So it was just like the vegetable sandwich, but it's a lot easier to make because you can make 99 at a time since they're all only one each. So I was able to breeze through it, and as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, I got over 100,000 over 100,000 Mira, and then I also went ahead and I bought like max number of reviving bombs and EP charges. That's like MP for days. I'll never run out of MP. And plus, I made a whole stack of it just for food because it heals at 300 hit points, which is 100 more than the tier bombs. So it's good for battles and stuff. And then I maxed out all the other curatives too. So we're stacked. We got everything we need. So aside from the main mission, there's only one side quest we haven't done yet so far. And that's back at the road towards the Amber Tower that we were at before. And then there's a monster somewhere this way, I think. Yeah, New Anzil path. So there's a big monster here that we need to fight. Ooh, I almost bumped into that by accident. You ain't gonna get me. No sirrees. I also was able to fight those shining palms and kill a few of them, but you know, they didn't really give me any EXP like I was expecting, and I think they were just the same level with more hit points. So you didn't get anything except more crystals out of them, which really wasn't worth it because the only way I could kill one was to bump everyone's CP up to over 100. And then from there, I would just preemptive strike them. Yeah, see, that's the Amber Tower. So it should be somewhere further down this way. Here it is. Oh, these things. You can only use magic on them. Yeah, go ahead and get close to me. That's fine. No, don't move out of the way. Oh, they got air guard. That's lame.
Seems you came up short.
Alright, that was easy. Let's see if we can get some fish. I can get some fish in here. I wish you can buy like the raw fish though. The raw fish would be nice, so then you can make your own stuff. Oh, hey there, TKD. How you doing? Oh yeah. Well, it's the weekend. Enjoy as much of it as you can. Oh, oh okay. Alright, that's all we can do here for now, I guess. Oh, oops, bumped into these things. Man, get out of my way. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I unlocked an orbit for her. So she's got space for another one. Just put hit on her. That's fine. I don't think I have enough for. I want that impede too, but it's high. Like it's like let's see. Yeah. See, like it wants 300, and I only got 193. What if there's a way you can just buy them? It's like, I'll just take it. I'll buy it. I'll buy all the quartz. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you can trade it for Mira, then you should be able to trade Mira for that stuff too.
Alright, we're good to go.
And I think it's the mine that we were supposed to go to. So it's behind this town. There's a sign. Secured. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine. It kind of reminds me of the Malga mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that the place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently, which means that there is no possibility that the sky bandits ended through the here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not gonna find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estill? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. You're right, Estill. It's rather subtle, but there's air flowing out of here. Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes you can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you'll get that from your father. My dad doesn't know anything to do with it. But forget that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It probably is worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you think about doing that? For now, we better head back to the village and talk to the elder. He might have the key. Huh, you're no fun, Shara. Oh, come on. Why do we have to get the key? We can just bust the lock.
Oh, are we done already?
Are you looking for my husband? Since it's the time of the day, I'm sure he's at the grave site on the hill. So, this is where you are, Elder Raisin. Oh, it's you young racers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected in mourn all those souls that lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was the thick of the fray. And the village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. Haha, there's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning the monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'll at least try to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course, I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So, you say you might have some clues to the old mine, huh? I know of certain there was a soldier that didn't check inside. After I heard Louie's story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key to the padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh, right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Raisin. This would really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracers Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor. Thank you. If anyone we dealt with that was as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. Now all the way back. Whoa, get away from you, freaky thing. No ropers, no gropers. Back off. Uh-oh, I wasn't paying attention to the map. Ugh. Achoo! Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder. There we go. Phew, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but we can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone, stay alert. Do wop, do wop, wop, do wop, do wop. Murder crab, a crustacean monster living underground, weak against arts, may call for backup. Monster crabs, they are very lethal. We have lots of hearts to use. It is no problem at all. When you face a crab that's larger than a poodle, then you can use fire to damage its heart. Shell quite easily. Hey, how's it going, Dal?
Seems you came up short.
Lots of earth and water crystals. I got plenty of those. More crabs. It's kind of dark in there. Man, it's bright in here. Huh, what's that? Quiet as still. It looks like we hit the jackpot. Oh, I hope everything is okay. Forget about the heavy thing and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that. Kyle, okay, Kyle, understood, Kyle. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid was seeing things after all. It looks like this area used to be a strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something in this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We gotta figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So, this is our third trip, huh? Man, don't it be a real slave driver sometimes? Oh well, once it's all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in the world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived! Huh? The League of... what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying this stuff all alone. You're the Josette that running with the back and rolling. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. Can't be right. Are you supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracers Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope your sakes that you'll come along quietly. Now, hold on a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, bandit boy? So, you're involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get 'em, boys. Oh, so you poison Charizard. That's not nice. I'm gonna have to use a tornado of pain on you as punishment for your nasty deeds. Didn't hit anybody. Oh, they got moved out of the way. It didn't kill them? Look at their hit points. They almost have nothing at all. Somebody die already. Jeez. He wants it so bad that I give it to him.
Someone's been naughty.
Let's do this! That's that then. Let's move out.
Oh, nice. Plenty of red. You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beaten by you there. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. Now it's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? What? Was that you call yourselves League of the Extraordinary Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out. What is this? You gotta be kidding me, another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of all the cargo, but we'll just here to live without it. Later, bracers. Ow! Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now they've gotten away. If I had demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara, quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we had gotten in time to kick ourselves over this, there's gotta be some other constructive things we can do. Well, you sound like you should be, Senior Bracers. Well, at least we'll be able to take back the airliner. So how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right! I don't have time to be looking. I wanted to explore. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. It's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging from the looks of things. Anyway, we should go through a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. It looks like the same type of those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably use this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy was completely stopped. Looks like this is the captain's seat. Is there any other circumstances I would love to sit here? Don't even think about it. What's this steering wheel at the pilot of the ship? I wonder what the pilot would have gone. It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining in this place. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make it. Bunch of plant murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days. We checked it all over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high probability that the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then there's whatever their hideout is. Agreed! But this sucks. Right as I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. This is not an easy clue, have completely vanished. Why do you think this Sky Bandits hid the airliner in the first place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in the orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think that it would have been more effective to just take the airliner to the hideout? Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So, why didn't they hide the Highliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... Yes, that's exactly right. From my guess, they would imagine that their hideout is a slightly particular place, maybe 10 or 15 arg in size. In short, a particular place which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for a Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's a possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell me we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report them to the airliner. Personally speaking, I think we should cooperate with the army whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that's bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let us back to the guild and report our findings to the Lungrim. We should be able to contact the Hecken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Alright. Well, let's do a little bit of exploring because there is a lot of crevices here. Huh? Oh, what the heck? Great. Now, is this something I did not expect? I wonder if we should be glad since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? That the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who do you think you're calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see the shiny emblem on her chest? Huh, the Bracers emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that is going to prove your innocence. General Morgan! Why are you here? After looking over the reports on my men, found this place and have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought that a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? What happened to find this place one ahead of your men? If that's the truth, then why'd you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside the airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there is no hostages to be found here. It looks like the truth has come out. More likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know that you were coming. Well, wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright, man. Take them into custody. Oh, now we get to see the jail cells. The general will want to be questioning you himself in a minute. If you are innocent is proven, then you'll be released in 2 or 3 nights. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heads. This is not even funny. Tossing us in the place without us even listening to a word we had to say. If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Huh? Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old man said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You are not supposed to be here this early. If if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator that's leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, is it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught, which means that we're the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now that we're stuck here, I wonder if your father would get arrested around that little setback. My. Well, don't you have to seem to be in a bit of a fix. Huh? Did you say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh. Well, how could you say something so heartless? My illustrious voice could be recognized to anyone. Of course. Could it? This unfounded self-confidence and that tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Oliver? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think they would meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound to destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up here in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all this little detail, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure he'd just get tired while you're talking your ears off. What a coincidence, Estiel. I was just thinking the same thing. So, there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I probably would be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come on now. Let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did a window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved to the Anturdo's restaurant. You see, once I had eaten at my heart's content, I began to play at the grand piano and then feed my aesthetic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work at the professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted a job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Oliver. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this may be the real sob story begins. That night I had been engaging a plate of sautéed duck and I'd had a chip prepare. But the blood sauce which had been used is a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel a normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better. Well, so I bottled a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1083. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. That's a legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off to the royal city. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink of for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went from somewhere from the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Oliver? Huh! Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils, and luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you belittle what else? A rose-tinted vintage from time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing was, after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. And since not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. And for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got up steaming, and for that face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came flying in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here from coming to tears. So let's all weep together as you sympathize for my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon. But did my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard Z's and even absurdly misheard an idiot coming from the cell. Are you listening? Are you story get you interesting? You are several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello, are you listening? Hey, you there, get up. I'm tired. What's wrong? What? Are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early, even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Oh, why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes. I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Maybell! Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared. Huh. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up for her on her behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have a question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl was slightly resemble Lena. Huh? You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. No, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before that, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. Only Cassius I know is the one from the service. And he was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine that he saw in the Bracers Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You have to excuse me. Well, what's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may have stemmed from Cassius leaving the army, from the vexation of being left by one of the most promising men. I get that same impression. So you're saying is our lives are in such pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation have taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. What could that be? Of course, that obnoxious guy. Oh, how callous people can be at sometimes. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in the dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not mention that we can do for you. Is he a musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Huh! Indeed, that is I. Yet, in fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived an advance payment for the exquisite services I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain the general for your release. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service to a man as myself? I think that might be asking a bit much. If the restaurant taken to this trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And the Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being said, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were just released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay this on a compliment so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook in such a fine wine without paying a single lira. Shall I play a piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm gonna have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have that thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Well, let's see. It seems like you're intriguing something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. I could ask you to join these bracers in their work. Huh. Could you ever? It isn't settled then. Our new working relationship bloom in a magnolia of height and spring. Hold on a second. What do we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag in our work or sanity? Well, if somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you try to list my magic genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand, as long as we don't count the army to help us out. I have the feeling that we are short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for your worth. However, if we happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, we'll be dumped from the party. Are you gonna be okay with that? Haha, of course I don't mind. I don't let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you pretty much are rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did have a pretty noisy as we headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary at Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So, there was a work of the Sky Bandits. It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see, so we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like you to formally request that you do that. I'll send a payment over to the guild as work you've done so far. Please, make use of the money for our recurring investigative expenses. I have a feeling this army is going to be in our way again, but I guess what that happened, it happens. Either way, whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming in the army about our information we come across, because if there really is a spy in the mist, they'll just leak it to the bandits. I thought I was reluctant to say it, but I think that's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's go act with the providences. Alrighty. Our bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? What? Wait a minute. Did I miss something? I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember seeing that. Huh. I was burglarized by the other day and my jeweled ring was found among the missing items. It's quite valuable to me, so I request help me find it. I live in Bo's South Block. I don't remember seeing that. The request for the... But we were an hour in. There's no way I'm gonna go all the way back. That's too much progress lost. Yeah, that's what I've been doing so far, just by going by the board. Alright, advanced in rank. Petrified quartz. Well, I'm not really trying to 100% it anyway, so it's no big deal. Yeah. Man, I'm 20 red short of unlocking another quartz. Looks like this store was hit by the burglar as well. I guess it isn't time to be looking at the business deals. They're not letting me leave now. All these slots are, he has all of them open already except for the last one, which is a whopping 200. Is that Earth? Are these Earth lines? Look at that. Earth Guard, Stone Hammer, and Petrified Breath. Oh, I got it in P2 already. I don't remember having it in P2. Oh, thank you for the hydrates. I'm starting to understand how that orbital thing works. I think. I noticed some new spells were popping up when I moved them on the line. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like you're either forced to have a jack of all trades or you have a specialist. I still got 2 slots to unlock on his. What are the, I don't understand, like, it doesn't matter the placement of the orbs as long as they're matching color. That gives you the higher tier spells. But why do some of them have, like, blue lines and some of them have yellow lines? Because I've only seen, like the brown, like the this kind of color and then this kind of color. With each one, they don't have any other different kind of colors. It's either brownish or bluish. Yeah, it's just kind of weird why it's like that. See, I put impede 1 when she already has impede 2 and it doesn't. What if I... See, it doesn't add any additional spells though if I put 3 there. Maybe because it has the same name as impede. They have to be different named. Yeah. My factory. My factory and all my goods, they're gone. I've got to report this to either the Army or Bracers Guild ASAP. No, hold on just a minute. If either of these groups saw what was written in the stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Yay! This one turned out really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, you really got screwed, you know that. Hmm? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two were on a trial of the scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, it's Steele and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was just your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday, but it was after you had already been hauled off. We could have had a really good shot at your arrest. We had been there. It really guts me that you missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you looked at the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems like the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. So that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from where hence the Sky Bandits enter town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bowes Market are right through the west gate, and it seems that attacking those two places would have been far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Huh, I'm glad you asked. I'm Oliver Liveram, the wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard about rumors of me, right? Oh, right, you're the guy who drank wine and paid that classy restaurant. It takes guts to sniff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Ha ha ha, you're making me blush. I'm ready for the interview at any time, so don't hesitate to ask. Oh, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not going to ask how this guy ended up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Wow, it looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. Could have sworn my boss locked up last night. There's probably some still important information we haven't gathered. The women living here said that she had her precious memento taken by those crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth. Let's pretend we didn't just tell you. What I mean to say is I don't know what you just asked her. I'm gonna be done here in a minute. Won't you kids bail out? Are you bracers we heard about? Since the mayor had asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Don't get in the way of the Army's investigation. I was selling ice cream for 2 hours. Cooking for the Legend of Heroes series is how you make money. It's how you bank. Once you get a new recipe, you look it up to see if you can get all the ingredients in town, and if you make more than what you sell, and then you just keep doing that until you get lots of monies. Yeah, I did that. I did that streams ago when I was talking about the vegetable sandwiches. I was doing that to make money back then. And then when we went to the Ravine Cafe, where that lady opened up her shop finally, I was able to get the recipe for ice cream. The recipe for ice cream, and that was a lot more profit per turn. Damn it! My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals, and they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there were hardly any goods around to begin with? But now you know. And it goes with all the Legend of Heroes games. It will work with all of them. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move along. Hey, you there! What, is something wrong? We thought you'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you're still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around in the middle of our investigation. What do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more of a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. And if you are adamant about investigating the matter, why don't you then do it after we're cleared out of here. If we got any more trouble out of you, then I'm gonna have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estiel. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh. For an ass of a lion skin, you sure do how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Carl, no. For a soldier of the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these are civilians, sir. They are members of the Bracers Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? An army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as General is concerned, yes, the side of the General really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. Colonel Richard? I feel like I heard that name somewhere before. Nell was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about being a sharp, young officer that leads the Oil Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably for his mid-30s, he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Whoa, was that you who were just talking to the black uniform? I had sworn I seen him somewhere before. Sorry about that. I had to switch over to the crappy mic. The wireless one died early on me because I forgot to put it in the charger a day before yesterday. And I stuck it in about a half hour before stream when I realized it wasn't plugged in. There we go. I'm gonna just plug it right there. Man. It's been over 24 hours since I fasted. I should be able to eat something. I'll only get something after stream. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division, you know, the guy who mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as it would be, no. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who says he is. To think the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this is any longer. Dorothy, let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye aye, sir, although I'm really not sure what we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's gonna do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel would oblige him. Okay. What's the matter with you, Oliver? You seem serious. Gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit he's quite the specimen of a man. But what? I can't say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him trying just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I regret it for the rest of my life. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's go here. Now, the soldiers are gone. How about we resume our investigations? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Oh, dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came and asked questions not that long ago? Oh, right, we did come before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you. So, what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. It is a good time for you? Yeah, it's a good time for any of us. It was quite in the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And of course I thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart had gonna stop right then and there. Though it turned out the burglars were just surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was Sky Bandits, huh? So what you're saying are they were the house that incurred a loss at that time? Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband hear me when he went to the bar? If that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. But yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake to the south. Now on top of that, he still hasn't come back. Oh, so you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna get a wish for her and tell me. Hey honey, I'm home. Phew, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I had nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests? You senile old man! My goddess, woman! What kind of fiery temper have gotten into you? Don't you know that it's rude to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's being rude, that would be you! You dumbfounded my own husband can just take off and do what he likes all the time like this. Oh, what do you mean by at a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Burglaries by the bandits? You don't say, now that is terrible. But to think that the hangtailed it out of here and my wife hollered at them is hilarious. I guess they got for the experience of Sicily effect firsthand. What did you just say? Well, let's calm down now, shall we? But to think that the Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and just disappeared like that. I wonder if it had anything to do with the thing that he was talking about the other day. What do you mean? Oh, right. You don't know him, but he is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down by the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch up near the place the other night. A strange bunch? Now that sounds really interesting. Can you tell us more about what you heard? Sure, I don't mind, but from what I heard, it just happened by chance that he was out fishing during the night. And then he saw them leave by the way of the inn's front door and then out to the road. However, when I asked around the inn at the morning, it turned out that one of the line had stayed there the night before. Oh, that's rather odd. So, there's a type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It was quiet there. The meals were great, and as all is well, the place I'd recommend anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though some weren't identities clue related to the incident, we did manage a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially like the one that described the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here, although I did find the fishing part rather interesting. Unfortunately, there's nothing going on up there, so I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. Actually, I think it'd be quite the opposite. It seems he had been careless and caused a problem. The army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather odd. Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. In the light of the series of the incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'd be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which had occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see, so what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than an defensive one. Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, and told by Minnie Rhyme and the Pearl of Liberal. The way the map is in this is confusing me. I had a very important raid taken by them. I don't care if it's the army or the Braceville, I just want to see those burglars. If those Sky Bandits have on loose, I don't think I can live without every day. Oh wait, before going there, let's backtrack a bit. I want to see what's inside that mine. We didn't have a chance to look all the way inside of it. Oh, whoops, wrong place.
Piece of cake.
Hey, this place is off limits. You're not allowed inside. If you don't leave the premises, I'll have no choice but put you under arrest. Oh, come on. You have a chance to explore inside there. What the hell? Dude. They'd be able to kill him. If we kill him, then there'd be no witnesses, so we'd be able to go inside. The Legend of Murderers. Oh, thank you for the stretch. So this is the north shore of Valeria's Lake, huh? Certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I stayed here once when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the cooks are nice. Oh, and the rooms are nice. Pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by the day and night, filling belly with food by wine at night, I hope it. This is what a vacation is all about. Ha ha ha, come on everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Oliver Linham, would know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever, as long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Kingfisher and a boat, no. It's not. Can I ask you something? She's not responding at all. You must really be into fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like. They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. Can I ask you something? Poke him, push him in the water, shit. Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves the fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves the fish. We've heard there was a friend and an old man stayed here yesterday. Have you a clue what that might be? Oh, you're talking about an old man Kowanto? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, I think you mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who comes here all the way from the Whale City. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild here. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying it's an old man fishing out back? Yeah, he's pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention. You call his name out really loud. That's what you had to find out his name. Otherwise he ignores you. Push him in the water though. Excuse me, are you the man named Lloyd who was from the Whale City? Oh, he's really focused. He tuned everyone out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Oh, sit back and enjoy. Oh my god, no! Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things to interpretation blew into the man's ear. Oh, fuck! Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was dirty trick to play on him, Oliver. Yeah, that was pretty low. Oh, how do you this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, as a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see, so you heard from Mr. Kwan, did you? Yeah, I saw a strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could you get to fill us in a little more about the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is that somehow related to the sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. In the morning at the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with the lake's guardian. It had gotten late at night, and it was about my time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what did you mean by this lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a great salmon that swims in the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been feared king of the waters for many fishing lovers all for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown in a log to the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I'm going to be chasing that darn thing to the last 5 years of my life. It came and go in different parts of Valeria's lake and changes feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came running from the Royal City. Huh. Now that's what I call passion. I completely understand where you're coming from. Wherever I find something I like, I stop nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from the fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned to the boat and I was on my way to the inn. And then I saw an old couple head out to the road on the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out in the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting the city heading back home. But it was too late for something like that, and then I asked the inn. Next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd see a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? Is there a ghost that come out here? Ha ha ha, just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide, not held and accepted by those around them. Aw, don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts. I guilt is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more about ghost stories than the other bizarre stuff. No. Isn't you being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out because this little kitten bites. Now, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one to purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw it from behind, but I could say for sure. It looked like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. A school uniform? It can't be. It was none other from Janus Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha my niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly like the same one she wears. I see, the whole event just got a little more interesting. It's her! I know it was lying tomboy for sure. We finally got onto her trail. Wait, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they regret later on. If my mind is failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep. We all met back in 2 days, and the young man said. He seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think of it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get away any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel that weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that it's been off my chest, I feel like the boat's about fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins up to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what that group is. So, how's this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind me asking, that is. Well, in a nutshell. I see. That seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room just in case. Gonna be for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist for the room. Will you be staying here with us tonight? That's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bo's after we got in our room. I guess you're right. Alright then. Please come with me, I'll show you to your room. This is where y'all be staying. I'll leave you here, so please relax and dinner is served. It's a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere to it you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more happy to just that, but really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's a part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll or something. Wow, a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. but from here it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is where the fisherman's dream came true. I bet that's a blast to throw in a line of those waters. Then how about it? We might be a nice change of pace for you. Huh? Maybe I will. What are you gonna do, Joshua? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I guess I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide my fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot to bite. Don't I need a fishing pole or something? You're gonna fish? That pier looks a nice spot. Either one bad at yourself. Not as good as you. I think I just sit here and watch. But how do you fish? They didn't really tell you how to fish. Hell. I don't have a fishing tackle or anything in my... Just buy a cooked fish from him. Say, fishing's done. Oh, if you would like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Well, I'm asking. You started drinking again? Is it only noon? That is how light the liquor is. Drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. But still, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Sarah, though, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Sarah is not the one I'm concerned about. Oh, there's some fishing poles propped against the rock. Well, why don't I take one? understand that. This is so frustrating. What? Why can't... I've been trying to ask. Why won't she ask him? Oh, this looks like a good, definitely the best spot. It didn't say anything about her getting the fishing pole. Like, how would I know? You know, let's see about catching a few lines. Oh. Really? Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Well, yes, of course we do. They're right over there, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score? This is a pretty nice rod to be lending out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Yes, looks like good. Definitely best spot. Alright, let's see about casting a few lines. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? Right, this looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishies. Now, what should I do about bait? Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what comes up with. Sweet, I got a bite! This is a critical part. How should I bring it up? Alright, let's see what we got. This was just my warm-up. A rainbow trout. This is quite a catch. Holy boots. Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours. Other cart. Maybe I should focus on trying different options. I don't know if it's random or not, if it's just... If it's only... If you always get based on the selection and the location. I guess I fished enough. Well, it's already starting to get dark. I guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Joshua? What's this? 100 Days War seems to have been left out on the table as Steele picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have been off to. Hey there, laddie. What are you doing whittling away the evening in a place like this?
Not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. I'm sure it's been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. You say you're gonna read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful about your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. Oh, what? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I still can give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when I should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know the most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Steele. Very good. Now that wasn't bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you show me the song on your harmonica? As you wish. It's The Whereabouts of Light. Good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask about my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? But considering 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me like that as long as you have a million questions? That day your father came with his beat-up kid. Some random stranger who just says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like an obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you also got a way of letting others inside by politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring and lonely. Of course I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family of four is just more to do with knowing his personality, his habits, and foods and likes. You know, the kind of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it really impossible to argue with you. You know that, right? It's been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me the flying kick in the gut as I was laying in bed, wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all, more than once. I'm sure it was just a bit of a childish play. Oh, blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Steele. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. Now how about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea, I'm starving. We need to eat till we're full so we're ready for tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. I'm actually done with it. And at this point, it just ends up being bulk weight. I wonder if I should do with it. Looks pretty difficult book, but do you think if I spent some time with it, I'd understand? I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there already. You want to take a stab at it still? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Help a fellow out. I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Well, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Oliver. It's pretty sure anyone is still conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, don't the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come now, you two. I say let's drink. We drink. You're gonna make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's already reached stage 2, rage mode. Don't worry, Shara. Oliver said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What? You still can drink more, can you? Joshua, how could you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know, should I? Well, you're a little demon and cute at the same time, too. Hee, at least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be fine. How about we sit at the counter? I hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish, don't pour me another glass. Oh. Oh, he's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy like his sweet time and everything can't stand the drunken Shara. Oh, wow. What a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this in a while. But you're not even red in the face either from all the alcohol. Are you sure you haven't had some special kind of training, Shara? It could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow, I don't think that's the case. By the way, do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, I wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high probability that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olive and drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, did you? Well, of course I did, and he'll drink me in the long run too, after he's raging hangover anyway. And so the whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skid around the issue, Sarah. Quiet, you. For the time being, we're going in the circle up to the far point. Understood. Alright, then let's go. don't see any, Clem. I know what kind of business their siblings could have been here, but do you think they really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is they'll be here. However, if we're sure too much, there's a possibility we'll see and they take off. Since the sky bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch from the area. Right, so we should watch from... We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. Hey, what's that? Well, it looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were in the middle of the day, I could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Ah, wait. Should have known it'd be them. Looks like they're headed to that far pier. I wonder what they're intending to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close to it as we can without being noticed. Should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come early on time. I really hate these guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kind of scary. No doubt about that. They're quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about this. This is an order from the Dawn. This must be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle, don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him to ask me, you know? The whole hijacking the airlines thing. While I admit it's a bit lucrative, now we got an army clamped down on this full scale. Not to mention the annoying bracers that are involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gone really overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with a bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I didn't mean it. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try a life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get as long as you don't get your sights too high. Although admittedly, it is a bit colder than a liberal. Do you think I just come and treat me like a kid? I'm not gonna be getting angry. It's not like you get without me. What are you crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. Do you want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? You look nasty. Okay, I see your point, and I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. Oh, hey there, Reese. I'm reading a story. But anyway, think about what I said before. It's too late to back out. Now, back to what you said earlier. I do have to agree, Don has been acting pretty weird. Does it expect us to keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. And I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. What are you doing, Reed? It's not marbles. There's no marbles lost either. I don't think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up. That's the only thing I can think of is why he started acting like this. Yeah, he's the one who introduced us to the other guys too. He might have gotten some Don to buy in his ideas. Are we gonna kill all the goblins, Ree? I hate goblins. The females first. Who is that guy and he? That certainly is a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's that? It looks whoever they were waiting for has showed up. Oh. It looks like he made it. Is that the usual, huh? Huh. You could have come early for a change, or even late. Because why would you want to torture me with things I don't like? Get them away from me. Ugh. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but you are trained to be punctual. Now, if this displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now, I know you guys are definitely not from the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the treason from her own assets. Oh, contribute to the ransom from her own assets. So seriously, you're gonna get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any introduction that they figured out that their hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We received reports that the members of the Bracers Guild are on the move as well. Anyway, the morning of the payoff, you'll get to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We'll just happen to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. Ugh. There's way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? Should we just storm in? Shoot them all? Like adios sort them out? Let me get a much better idea. Better idea? These two siblings appearing to me that their sky bandits is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we can do to get away again, so we know we can try talking them out first. I see. Take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Oh, right. Take out the airship first. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We gotta get out on the road and start looking for that airship when they finish their meeting. Alright. Sorry for those who just came by, but it's about that time that I wrap things up for today. Oh, man. Let me see who is on that we can raid. Oh, Runas is on. She's playing Demon Souls. Let's give her a raid. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for coming by today. And remember, Monday we'll be doing some more um, Star Ocean, and then some more Kingsfield after that. So thank you very much for coming by, and I will see you then.